guys enjoy paying taxes? I know I don't. Does anybody enjoy giving the government part of their paychecks every month or week? No. Let's be real. No one likes to just give the government part of their paychecks that they have to work so hard for, that they have to put in the long hours for, and that they went through the stress that is involved in their job every day. We do not enjoy seeing our gross incomes right where we'd like to see them, and then our net income significantly lower due to taxes being withheld. If it wasn't for so many government systems and projects, we would not have to pay such a high percentage into the government taxes. The government has a wide variety of non-essential programs that we all can live without. The biggest program that has a negative effect in your life and myself's lives is Obamacare. What exactly is Obamacare? According to ObamacareFacts.com, Obamacare is known as the Affordable Care Act that expands the affordability, quality, and availability of private and public health insurance through consumer protections, regulations, subsidies, taxes, insurance exchanges, and also many other reforms. President Barack Obama designed this plan himself and thought that it was a good way to provide help to those who might not think that they could afford health care in any other form. When President Obama was designing this plan and laying out the structure of it, he was not receiving very much support from the American people. To my left on the computer screen are a couple graphs that show you the approval rating that President Obama was receiving while he was designing this plan. It starts off in 2009, and as you can see, the black line is those who are in favor of it, and the red line is those who oppose it. Right away when he started off, you can see that those in favor were right at about 50%, and those who opposed it were down to almost 20%. By the time he was almost ready to introduce this plan in March of 2010, those who opposed the plan was up to 51%, and those who were in favor of it had dropped to almost 44%. On March 23rd, 2010, President Barack Obama introduced the plan. As you can see, once again, the red line is those who oppose it, and the black line is those who are in favor of it. This graph shows that those who oppose it is all the way up to 51% again, and those who are in favor of it is even lower than the graph before, down to 40%. After the bill was put into effect in March of 2010, Americans really started to feel the impact of the healthcare plan. According to NationalReview.com, the three biggest factors that the American public did not like about Obamacare were the employer mandates, anti-conscience mandate, and also the new and much higher taxes that were introduced. The employer mandate stated that most companies will not have to provide, or will now have to provide and pay for expensive government-determined health insurance for their employees, or they will face federal fines. The second issue was that the anti-conscience mandate, which dealt with religious organizations, stated that they will be required to provide free sterilization, contraceptives, and abortion-inducing drugs to their employees, even if it violates their religious beliefs. The third factor that the Americans were not pleased with was that the law contained at least 20 new taxes that totaled over $5 billion that would affect medical innovators, health insurance, and it would also have a huge impact on the sale of your home. On the third slide provided on the computer, you can see a few main components that Americans were having issues with. The first was people will pay for coverage under Obamacare and end up not using it. By that, it means that everybody will be paying taxes for it, even if you're not signed up to receive the benefits of Obamacare. Second bullet, health coverage will be provided at a cheaper rate than previously expected. It's only going to be provided at a cheaper rate than previously expected because your $500 billion worth of taxes will be paying for it. The next one is Obamacare's sign-up website was greatly affected by high traffic and various glitches. If it wasn't for Obama introducing Obamacare, nobody would have to incur or go through the glitches on their computers and all the other stress that is involved in signing up for Obamacare. The fourth one is that the employer mandate will not go into effect until 2015. According to the HuffingtonPost.com, they are guessing that many businesses will either fire or will not have the benefits that they previously had and gave their employees due to having to provide Obamacare or some other health care to their employees, which will cost much more than their other benefits. President Obama thought that this healthcare plan was going to help the country out, but he was clearly wrong. In many ways, the general public has been hurt instead of being helped out. I wish that the House of Representatives and also that the Senate would have thought about this act more carefully before they voted with the president on it. Obamacare is clearly not a good thing for the American people, and it should be defunded, and if you ever get the opportunity, please vote against it. On the next slide are the 5 different references that I used that you can go on and look up the graphs to see the approval rating, and also the last 3 provide information on Obamacare for you.